Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boscheman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. We're coming off one eclipse, and we're jumping right back onto another. So we've got an eclipse coming up on October 2nd or 3rd, depending on where you live in the world. That's a solar eclipse. So we're going to take a look at the energies and how this could present for each life path in this reading. This, of course, is a general forecast. If you would like your own personal numerology forecast or readings, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. Also, if you were to book a year ahead forecast, any reading that has the year ahead forecast in it, then you will get the rest of 2024 as well as all of 2025 in your forecast and in your PDF. So if you're interested in that, head on over to my website and book some time with me so you can take advantage of that discount. One thing I do want to mention about this eclipse is that it is an eclipse. So whatever unfolds at this time will be the beginning of a storyline that will continue to unfold and be progressive over the next 6 months or so. So just kind of keep that in mind as we move through the reading, that these energies may not all come in at once. It might be something of a storyline that continues to unfold as you move forward in the coming months. So without further ado, let's take a look. Life Path 22-4s. So we're going to be working with the vibrations of the 42-6 and the 43-7. So this can be a really highly creative period. It can be a fruitful time for taking your ideas and blending those ideas with others, right? For finding common ground when it comes to endeavors and collaborating towards something truly magnificent. So your creative juices could absolutely be flowing at this time. And I would say find every way possible to give them an outlet. Find ways to collaborate with others to get the most out of this experience. And likely you will see the people present to you who you're meant to collaborate with. Usually, the people that are going to come in for you are going to be people who have strengths where you have limitations. They're going to be people who have similar values, similar visions to what you have to offer, or what you want to sort of get out into the world. Sometimes people will present for us to collaborate with that we would never see ourselves collaborating with. Maybe we really have different values. Maybe we have different ideas about what something should look like. But I would argue that that's sometimes where the real true beauty lies, is sharing those differences, sharing those different ideas, those different perspectives, that different wisdom. And it can really, truly enhance whatever it is that you're trying to build. So just because it doesn't fit into the framework of what you have constructed in your mind for what it should look like, don't let that deter you from working with people just because they have different ideas about what it should look like or how it should, how we can get there, right? The vision ultimately would need to be yours, because that's what you're building on. But other people can absolutely help you get there and get there in a way that looks so much better than what you had envisioned, right? It's so much bigger than what you had envisioned, right? And can have a much greater impact. And as a 22-4, you're meant to be building big things in this lifetime, and you're not meant to be doing it alone. So this is a great opportunity over the course of the next 6 months or so to really connect with people who can help you to build what it is that you are envisioning you want to build. And this can also be obviously about like relationships, that sort of thing. If it has to do with relationships, this would be an opportunity to really be open again to other ways of doing things. We don't want to be with someone who is a carbon copy of ourselves. I mean, we might want to be, but the reality is we're not going to evolve much in that relationship. We're not going to grow much. It's too comfortable. It's like getting, sort of wrapped up in a warm blanket and just falling asleep and sleeping through life type of thing, because it's so comfortable. It's beautiful, but sometimes the growth and the beauty and our creativity flows best when we're sort of confronted with things that we might not have thought about, or might be different than what we had experienced or thought we wanted to experience, et cetera, et cetera. So I do think that there's a very strong possibility that people from different cultures, different viewpoints will be coming into your life. And you'll want to find ways to work with them, to collaborate with them, and see what they can bring to the table and how you all can collaborate and work together to build something truly beautiful. I would say that beautiful connections could absolutely surface out of the experiences that you have now. So, you might go to, join a pottery class and, meet the love of your life there, or a friend or a business partner or someone who just is going to have a tremendous impact on you, throughout your life. So again, I say be open to the people who present at this time, because deeper connections can present in a way that's very, very unexpected, and that might look very, very different than what you have in your mind for what you want, right? I would say that the key words under this vibration, or these vibrations, are love and cooperation. So, and love, does not just mean romantic love. It means, moving from your heart center, moving from what, lights you up, what feels aligned with your heart, following your intuition, moving from a place of love, being love in action, treating others, in a loving way, treating yourself in a loving way. So it encompasses so much. And I do think a lot is likely to come up over the next 6 months around love and all of those, the so much that it entails. And of course, cooperation. That's a big one. And that's a big one for 22s in this lifetime, because you got those double twos. So it's so much about cooperation. And, for 22s, when we get a vision, when we get the scent, we're like, okay, we're like hound dogs. We're like going for that, right? We were going to get to that point. And usually we think we know best and how to get there. But the 22 will keep reminding us that we have the vision, we can build it, but we cannot build it alone, right? We're not going to be fulfilled by that. And nobody's going to get out of it what they're meant to get out of it if we try to do it alone. So cooperation is such a big energy that could be a little bit challenging over the next 6 months, but it's going to open you up to sort of what that feels like and what it should look like. And it will likely look different than what you think it should. So just be open to it. And you might have to find ways to get comfortable with it and to maneuver it, right? Because when you bring in other people, you bring in other perspectives of other belief systems, other schedules, other, ways of seeing, how to do things. There's so much. So cooperation is a big one over the next 6 months. So I would also say find ways to step into those strong vibes of love and cooperation, and so much fulfillment can come our way. I would also say seek peace through understanding with others now. And you can absolutely, if you can do that, right? Again, I'm going to say it again, seek peace through understanding. Doesn't mean you have to buy into it. Doesn't mean you have to do it exactly the way they're doing it. But if you can understand why they're doing it, it could really open you up to potentially a better way to work smarter, not harder. And I think you'll find that just by doing that, you'll turn those red lights into green lights. This can be a period of unexpected abundance that can come in the most unexpected, the most magical of ways, allowing for some kind of celebration and rejoicing. This is beautiful energy. It truly, truly is. It can be challenging at times for the 22-4 to collaborate, right? And to kind of open themselves up and be vulnerable in that way as well. But there's so much goodness on the other side of this if we can do that. But I would definitely say, especially with this vibration of the 43-7, this is such a beautiful energy for celebration, for rejoicing, for getting your happy on. This can be a truly beautiful healing period for self, in your relationships, and for others, if you're open to that healing. So I would say overall, this is absolutely a time to celebrate 22s. You have certainly earned it. So beautiful energy overall. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I hope it's a great one. Take care, 22s. Bye for now.